Hi, Dana here. Welcome to Sew Learn Create. I'm glad you joined us today. And if you would, please click that subscribe button and the bell notification so you will get notified when we do new videos. Also, we have a Patreon page where you can support us in that way with multiple tiers, and we have an Etsy shop with lots of sewing kits and other things. For today's project, we're going to be making one kit video for my makerspace box that is in my front yard. And if you want to know more about that, I'll link the video telling you about that in the description. And this one is a decoupage container. So let's get started. For today's project, the decoupage container, you need a container, and I'm using an International House coffee container. My friend drinks this coffee, and so she saves them for me. And they're just a fun size, but you could use any kind of container that you wanted to, a butter dish or whatever. And it is plastic. So you're also going to need some school glue or Elmer's glue. I used the washable glue and it worked just fine, but you could also use the multi-purpose glue, or you could use Mod Podge if you have that on hand. So what you're going to do if you're using regular glue is you're going to take a small container, and of course I reuse everything, so this is a lid from laundry soap, and you're going to put in the bottom of the container about a quarter size circle of glue. And then you're going to need a flat, wide, kind of a wide paintbrush. And I have several, and I got this one at Dollar Tree, so you don't need an expensive brush, just something that you can spread the glue with. And then you're going to take and you're going to add just a little bit of water to that glue. Not very much at all. And then you're going to mix it all together. And I found it better to mix a small amount of glue, and then if I need more, mix that, rather than mixing a whole big batch and having to throw it out. So you just want to mix it well. And then you're also going to need some fabric scraps. You could also do this with paper if you had little scrapbook pieces, if you wanted to do that. But I'm using fabric because, of course, in my shop I have a lot of that. And what we're going to do is you're basically going to just take your glue, and I find it easier to put it on the container in small segments. So we're going to put the glue on, then we're going to take our fabric, and I'm starting right up here at the top, and I'm putting the fabric so it goes up underneath that lip, so it gives it more of a finished edge. And I didn't, this is a longer piece, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there underneath. And you don't need a lot of glue because you're going to go over it a couple of times. And then you just keep adding your fabric scraps. Along the way. And you kind of want your fabric scraps a little bit smaller. If you use large ones, it doesn't get the overall kind of mingled effect, but if you wanted to use larger scraps, you could. It's really a personal preference. And then I have a little bitty one here. We're going to add that. And what I did at the bottom edge is I just made sure that my scrap was kind of straight cut and just line that up at the bottom. And your fabric scraps can be all different sizes and shapes. Let's add one more there. So you'll probably also need a pair of scissors to just kind of cut your scraps down as you go. And then once you get that section done, then you're going to come back and you're going to put more glue on top of it. And this kind of helps seal the edges, and you want that pretty generous so that it glues it all down. And sometimes, as you can see, they will kind of shift on you, so you want to use a light hand when you do that. And then you just keep adding more scraps. So that kind of gives you the idea of what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and finish covering this whole container, and then I'll come back and show you what you would do next. Now I've gone all the way around my container, and you can tell by my pile of scraps, it didn't take many because I'm doing mine real small. And then the last thing you want to do, and I did have to mix up some more glue because I did run out, is you want to go back over the whole container with one more coat of the glue mixture. And this will help seal it. And you want to be sure that you kind of make sure all those little edges get glued down, basically. Like I've got one here that's kind of trying to pop up. So, and you want that to be a pretty heavy coat. You just want to use a light touch, and you don't want to press down with the paintbrush too firm, or it will move your pieces around. And you just want to, like I say, make sure you get all those little corners done. And it's also a good way to check and see if you have any holes where you can still see the container. So we're going to go all the way around. And that looks like it's covered pretty good. And then, like I say, just turn it one more time. After it dries, then you can come back, and if you have any that are sticking over, kind of like this one right here, I'm going to wait till it dries completely before I trim that. So let me talk about some of the ways you can use your container. This little container is kind of small, and I could put scraps on the top and make it just like a keepsake kind of box for jewelry or trinkets, whatever. But you could also turn the lid upside down, poke some holes in the bottom of the container, and use it as a little planter, which I think is what I'm going to do. Plant a plant in it, and then it has its own little water drip catcher at the bottom. One other idea I had is you could take your container lid, cut a slit in the top of it, and make it into a bank. So our project is done, and if you do one, leave a comment telling us what you use your container for. I hope you liked today's project, the decoupage container. And if you want to see other projects that I've done for my Makerspace box, the playlist is called Makerspace Box Kits. So, see you in the next one.